Okay. Hey, everybody.
I have arrived.
We have arrived. We are live. We'll just wait till someone turns up, maybe.
Oh, just give me
It's on
2
Safari.
seconds.
Is anyone going to show up? Maybe.
Your Face ID does not recognise me.
Well, of course it doesn't. There's a big difference between us. Huge difference between us. What's the time? It's probably late. We haven't opened the shop.
9:02.
Haven't opened the shop yet. We'll open the shop after this. If you're sitting outside watching this, sorry. We will open the shop after this. Sorry, you can hear the fan. Got a fan going here. You want to turn this fan here off? Right. Just trying to push the air conditioning because we've got 2 massive big air conditioning compressors on the roof, and they're out in this sales floor area, which is like 170 square meters, and it pushes it out into the workshop area. Right behind me here used to be my office and a little bit of a storeroom, but it is a storeroom at the moment. It's not the junky storeroom. The other one where we've got furniture stored is behind it, and then we've got the garage behind that. So yeah. So there's 2 storerooms and a garage behind me. One of the storerooms is open, but yeah, I'm sort of waffling because there's 3 of you now. Okay. So this week's classes we use Tropical Ambience, and we did this little card on Tuesday. 6x6 card, and then last night we did this layered, you know, you can see all the layers. It's got lots of layers, and it's got lots of leaves and things, and then gauze. Hello Pam, you were there for class last night. So this is what we did last night in class, and answering some questions. I'm gonna have to do a frequently asked questions page, and then add some videos and something, which in all my free time I'm going to do that, you know, my free time. The videos are saved. They're there forever. And we have copies of all the videos, except for a handful from 2020, which means that if something ever happens to a platform we use, either of the 2 platforms we have them on, which are Facebook and YouTube, we have copies as well. So we can put them on our own platform at one stage later as well. So this week, arrivals have been Lemon Craft, Memories, and Cozy Christmas. So it still says pre-order. I will try and get to that today. If not, it could be Monday because we've got a hybrid retreat this weekend, which means we're online and in store. So Cozy Christmas and Memories. And I've got 6x6 paper pads and 12x12 paper pads. And someone questioned me about the price last night or yesterday afternoon, just as I was going to class. And yes, the price that's in our online store is correct. It is not a typo. If you buy it at that price, that's the price you get to. We don't reserve the right to change the price after you've made a purchase. Cozy Christmas, we have the 6x12, so it's the fussy cut book. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can put down, go down. Just trying to be sneaky here with this. That. It's awesome value. So you get 3 each of 8 6x12 fussy cut sheets. Where to next? We're going to release on Safari today, and I have made it live except for a couple of things that are in the retreat kits. Let's do the other stuff first that's gone up. So we've got the words for in Aquawood have gone up today. This is what's gone up today. We did put up some more letter stickers earlier in the week in rose gold foil, and they are going to be a rare product because they are a very high dud rate. So there's going to be lots of those as freebies. They're a massive dud rate, the rose gold foil. So rose gold foil, dark rose glitter. So it's a different pink to the dark pink glitter, and light pink, and they're not glitter or foil or anything. They're just matty stuff. The matte gold in heart and star stickers. Sorry about the light. It's a bit dark without the light to the video. The relax, unwind, and refresh little mini titles from Tropical Ambience. They were in the Tropical Ambience retreat kits. So they went live today. The little friend word from one of our kits. By the Sea. I don't think there's many of that. So By the Sea, which is coming up in a couple of weeks' time in November. It's a November class kit. Travel, which is from a class kit. I'm just going to show you. Cheers. Quentin has given up on the iPad because he doesn't know how to drive an iPad. Cheers. That's from a class kit. With Sympathy, which is coming up not next week, but the week after. Or is it next week? No, it's next week. Next week we're using With Sympathy with Getaway. Congrats. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get a With Sympathy title. It's a bit of a scary one to make. Congrats. A little joy word hasn't been used for anything. If you go to our online store and click on what's new, you can. And why is he putting search fields up? Quentin, why are you doing search fields? Just click on current pre-orders, Quentin. Deary me. My husband likes to do searches in the online store and give you dodgy things because then it shows you. If you click on any of the menus I have on the left-hand side of the online store, so down the left-hand side of the online store, any of those and all the drop-downs and all the things that pop out and all that from all those menus, any of those you click on will not show you a sold-out item. They will only show you what's in stock. So I've spent a lot of time and effort making sure, Quentin, that there's lots of menus that are in stock only. He's coming back now because he's in strike. He's always in strike.
I had to put up some links.
Do searches. Arrows. Some little arrows. These we've had for ages, but, you know. Some little shells. The You Are Amazing title from the other week. There we go. You Are Amazing. Tropical Ambience. Beads and sequins. Long time coming. Tropicana beads and sequins. Seaside Escape. It's coming up in a few weeks' time. Oh, I think it's actually next week. The balloons. That's a 2-pack of balloons. It looks like one. It's a 2-pack of balloons. There's not many in the online store, but we've just cut some more. So we'll package some of those maybe today. Victorian Christmas gifts. Type in the word zoo in the online store. It's going to come up with that because I made a mistake. The word beauty, which is from one of our class kits. And family, little block family. That's from a class kit. Oh, You Are Amazing. I've done. Right, they're all on Safari. Oh! And the slackest person in the world has finally put this up. I keep forgetting that I hadn't put it up. So it is Lots of Frames 2022. So for you to put your photos from the year, collection of photos, 2022. So put a picture from each of our retreats in there. If you did all 8, well, actually, this is number 7 for the year. 1 more to go. And bookings close tomorrow for our Peace and Joy special retreat, which is our last one for 2022. And yes, we have not got 2023 dates out, but that's okay. We will get there. You know that there's we're either going to do 6 or 8 next year, depending on how we feel. Quentin wants to do 2 retreats, but he knows we need to do 8. And 2023 is done. Look, I was doing one, I did the other, and they're done now. They're in the online store, but they are a custom cut. So when you order that, we cut it to order. So you might just have to be a little bit patient because it might take us a day or 2 to get all of them cut, especially some of you who order 5s. Because you do 1 for each kid.
Yes.
Or 7s when you've got lots of kids. Okay, on Safari, where am I going to start? Where do I start? Let's start with paper. So on Safari paper. This is the on Safari paper. So this is paper 1. Oh. It's in the reverse. It's worse than a mirror. So it's paper 1. And it's pink. You'll see again. It's pinky corally colour. And then paper 2. with the big fussy cuts. And then I know Tash and Jacqueline have fussy cut these little tiny guys from their scraps and that. Well, I think Tash has actually fussy cut a whole sheet of it. It's our resin paper, and it's rocks on the side, like it's and they're toned to match a few of the papers. And then we got sand, giraffe, zebra, and that. Oh, that there. That one. That's elephant. And then we've got paper 4, which has got our green watercolor, and then it's got our pictures of our bright animals. Well, it's nice and bright because, yeah, you've got to get the color just right for offset printing. So these are, our papers are actually offset printed. They're not glossy photocopies like a couple of the other brands. They're not printed in China. They're not printed on cheap paper. They're printed on the highest possible quality, acid and lignin-free archival paper you can get. They are offset printed by an Australian-owned business. It's a family-owned business. It's quite a big business. It's in Brisbane. They are made using sustainable offset printing plates. So our printing plates get recycled and reused. Every single piece of paper they cut off these doesn't go in the bin. Nothing from this goes to landfill. So our plates get recycled. The inks are soy-based and non-toxic and are disposed of in like a recyclable manner. And all the paper offcuts are recycled. Every single thing is used. Nothing is wasted. So, and they don't even come in plastic. They come wrapped in paper in cardboard boxes on a timber pallet that is recyclable. So yes, we get this by the pallet, our paper. It's a small pallet, but it's still a pallet. So this is paper number 5. I love how this print turned out that I designed. I designed that print from scratch. So, and I like to fill the spaces with like bits to fussy cut. But yes, unlike other brands, our paper is very sustainable. The paper is sustainably sourced to start with as well. And that's paper 6. So you can see I've got leaves in the gaps on this one. Let's do a creative builder. There is another creative builder currently, but because it's in the retreat kit, you don't get to see it today. It doesn't get released until after everyone opens their kits tomorrow. So this is the elephant one. The other one, 5 people have got typos on theirs in their kits, but that's just me. Then we've got rice papers. Now, if you're doing the retreat, you've had access to some of this product, right? You've seen some of it, but not all of it. I'm just going to say, like the zebra rice paper. Look at that. So that's pretty cool. So it's a proper mulberry. So we call it mulberry paper here in Australia originally, but it's called rice collage paper in Europe, and it is a European manufactured paper we use. So we do buy the base paper from Europe, but we print them. So, and we just changed printers again, 3rd time this year, changing what we do our vellums and rice papers on. This printer costs more than twice as much per page, but we feel that you will enjoy it. People probably won't notice the difference, but we notice the dud difference. It's the dud difference that makes a printer worth using or not. It's worth paying the extra not to have duds. So just so you can see, this is the first of the vellums. This is the green watercolor. So it's on the back of paper 4. And then the back of paper 1, and I need my white piece back again. Back of paper 1 vellum, that's I call that flamingo watercolor because it does go with the flamingo from, that pink is the flamingo on paper number 6, see? Then we have the leaf print vellum, and we have an animal print vellum.
Deborah waved hello to us and
Hello,
everyone said
Deborah.
good morning.
Okay, let's do flare buttons next.
There's just a couple.
This is the biggest, probably the biggest release we've ever done because we released all that other product as well today. And we've released all this on Safari. There's a lot of it. So flare buttons, we've got the big cats, and you're not going to see them properly, but they're all on the website. So if you go to our online store and you click on up on the top left, I think it's the third thing down, you click on what's new, it shows you everything that's in our online store in stock from the newest item to the oldest item. Now, the oldest item hasn't been sitting there all that time because it's like tape, and we get new tape all the time. When it arrives. And this one's animals. This has got a zebra, rhino, and 2 giraffes crossing over. So there you go. I know it's not the best light for this. And this is the, the florals, the ready coloured florals. There are colour cuts that match this.
Left them out of the bags. They're trying to.
Yeah, they're out of the packets. And these are the daisy florals, African daisies, I think. Not really up on my African flora. This is zebra. So you'll see that some of the products are made from photographs, which I thought was different. You don't see that often. So I've combined watercolor from one of my favorite artists with, so yes, with all the watercolor images, we buy the commercial license for those. And we've actually had the license for this since 2020. Early 2020, like the start of 2020. And several other companies have used these watercolor images, and we kept on having to put our collection back. I'm going with the wild hair. I'm overdue for a haircut, so I'm doing wild hair at the moment. So this is the zebra. So yes, we have postponed this collection several times. And then this is the lioness with florals. She is beautiful. She is just a beautiful creature, isn't she? And this is the lion and the lioness. So it's a lion couple, I called it. And then this is the meerkats. Got an elephant with a tree, and then the green watercolor that's on the back of paper 4, or on paper 4, whether you call it the back or the front. And then we've got a zebra, an elephant, and a gazelle. I think it's a gazelle. Is that a gazelle or some other deery looking thing?
Something a lion would eat.
Something a lion would eat. Lion lunch in the bottom. With florals, with like florally things with them. This is the flamingo watercolor from paper 1, and a bunch of flamingos hanging around together. Oh, I put them all together. I hope they look okay. I think they're okay. So we've got 2 of these, and I don't know which one's 1 and which one's 2. So it's a photograph of a family of elephants and a grey elephant skin, and then we've got a photograph of another family of elephants and some brown elephant skin, because sometimes they've got lots of dirt on them. Giraffe print and some giraffes. And then this one's called Greenery, and it's the back of, or one side of paper number 6, and that beautiful leaf that I made the print on the other side of paper 5 with. And there's the print from one side of paper 5 with the wood from paper 1. And then here we've got the rock print and the sand print. And then we've got 2 watercolor images of elephants. One's just the head, one the whole elephant. And then we've got a tree scene sort of thing. It's a single. I think this is called a boab tree, maybe. A tree. This is the print from one side of paper 2, the little tiny animals. We've got this beautiful lion, telling everyone he's the boss man. And then a leopard in a tree, and he's just, I don't know if you can see that, he is gorgeous. Okay. Then we have from week 49 or something, or 47 this year in November. So this is the adventurous title from one of the class kits. It's out today. And then Wild and Free is in the same kit. There's 2 of them in the pack. These are live. We have At the Zoo. I'm keeping the best things to last. At the Zoo. Oh, there's 2 of it here. Oh, and Adventure Florals from back in 2020. Yeah, back in mid-2020. Adventure Florals is actually made from this collection. So it's a $2.95 set. It's got little hashtag words like hashtag wander and hashtag adventure and some of the little florals. But then we do have a colour cut pack that is florals or bouquets.
Little flowers everywhere now.
And then it's got millions of these little flowers. So it's a full colour cut pack and it's pretty awesome. It's got awesomeness written all over it. And people have absolutely loved it. The pre-orders in the group have been wonderful. Make sure you put them all facing the right way. All got to be facing the right way.
Yes.
Then we have, I'll show you. On Safari Bead and Sequin Mix is live today. And then we've got animals and florals. So there's these sort of little clustery things with a floral bit and an animal, and there's a lioness and a zebra. So that's a whole pack of those. I'm just going to pass this across. There you go. And then we have the big cats. So we have, their faces. And then we have them, their full bodies. And then we've got, so there's cheetah, leopard, and lion. See, and there's in multiple sizes, the titles, and it's colours to match.
I do know that there's some freebies coming of tailless cats.
There's some tailless cats coming as freebies. I hope people don't mind. Freebies are made up of things that don't work properly. They might have a splotch on them. It might be a create a builder with a typo on it. It might be
Piece of rice paper
that's
printed a centimetre too low.
Yeah, a centimetre too low, or only printed on half the sheet, or sorry I'm late. Didn't have ears in. Oh, there you go, Lorraine. You didn't have your ears in. So then these colour cuts is the elephant colour cuts. So it's got the word elephant in 3 sizes made up of the elephant skin. And not actual elephant skin, but, the print. And then it's got some elephants in different sizes. Different sizes. And then a whopping big one. So it's in a big packet. Our new big packaging. All the bits from now arrived for the new big packaging.
Gets her thinking, she said.
Gets you thinking, yep. Yeah, how are you going to use a line with our tail? So pop that in there, and then I've got 2 more that no one has seen. So we've got our Zoo Gate. It's in one of those big packets, and it is. I designed this from scratch. I drew all the circles and rectangles and everything. It is a Zoo Gate. So there's my hand. So size-wise, it is a Zoo Gate.
It's a massive Zoo Gate.
It is a good Zoo Gate. So measurements are in the online store, and they're always across and then up and down. So horizontal, then vertical. And then I think this is awesome. I can't wait to use this. It is the word zoo, but it's big. It's 11.5 inches across. Look at that. That's just going to be awesome on a page. You could fill it with photos. You could fill it with lots of photos. Like you put lots of little bits of photos in it. You could do anything with that. I am just excited to use that. And be prepared, some other big words are coming our way in the next couple of months. One in a kit.
I'm going to round you up, otherwise the mob outside.
Oh, there's a mob outside. Okay, so thank you all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry we're running late. And we've been here for a while, but Quentin's making the flares. It's hard to get good help. So love yous all. Take care. Stay safe. And we will see. Oh, don't forget tonight's mixed media class has been moved to Sunday night at 7 p.m. And retreat starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Queensland time. So see you then. Bye-bye. Love yous all. And I think he's going to press end. Or do I have to press end?
No, we're pressing end.
We're pressing end out the back.